There's no motion of no confidence we're going to pass on the president. Motions of no confidence are a last resort. The first immediate task which we proposed yesterday is that we must take to the streets as forces of the left in defense of state-owned enterprises, which the president and his cabal wants to sell to white monopoly capital. You can't, every time you disagree with the president, the first thing you do is to go to the computer and amend ZUMA's name and put Ramaphosa and say, yeah, let's go. We can't. We must mobilize the ground and the left forces against capital. Because state is a contested terrain. If the left forces are not going to occupy the picket lines in defense of the asset which is there for the benefit of the working class, then the right elements will not wait for us. They will do what is in their interest. And they are doing exactly what is in their interest because the left forces are disintegrated. So we are making a plea for the left forces to unite. Can you imagine a march of the EFF, NUMSA, AMCU, SAFTU? We can shake this country. And I'm happy President of AMCU came, spoke about putting aside egos. President of NGS of SAFTU came, spoke about putting aside egos. We said a similar thing. We said, let's now come together. So 2020 is going to be a year of action. The left forces united at the picket lines. The first action must be directed at Eskom. No one is going to sell Eskom under our watch. We're not going to allow that. And we invite everyone who is on the side of the working class to come and occupy the picket lines with us in defense of the people's assets. We disagreed with Musi Mkwebane on that report of ABSA, and therefore we're not involved with those things. It's her own problem. That's why we said in our report, every case of the public protector must be dealt with on the basis of its merits, not as a blanket thing that she got ABSA wrong, therefore everything else is wrong. No, we can't. ABSA might be wrong, but Jamnadas is right. She might have got ABSA wrong, but she got Jamnadas right. She got Ramaphosa right. Like all judges and magistrates, they get other cases wrong and get other cases right. Why are you not calling for their removal? Because THULI enjoys some sort of privileges of judges. You can't treat her differently from judges. You can't. She's going to make mistakes from time to time. And when she makes mistakes, we'll go for her. When she's right, we'll congratulate her and agree with her. It's the same point I made about Chief Justice MOGOENG. He is a man of integrity. It's a man of honor. But it doesn't mean one day he will not make a mistake about a judgment. We'll criticize it. But those with a brain the size of a peanut are going to say, flip floppy, flip ning. They said Chief Justice is a man of honor. It doesn't matter if you are a man of honor. If you get the law wrong, we'll tell you, no, this one is not right. We are looking at the Constitutional Court, by the way. Now on that case, we have taken to them on the suspension of the remedial actions of the public protector. We told the court through our lawyer that you were very clear on Nkanda and you can't be wishy-washy now. So you can't be cold on ZUMA and then lukewarm on Ramaphosa and Jamnadas. Can't be. The law must be the law. We need consistency. That's all. That's all we want. We need our judges to be consistent. We need a constitutional court that is consistent. It was that court which said to the whole country, you can't just treat remedial actions of the public protector as mere remedial actions. And you know, interestingly, our favorite guy there, we said in the chapter in the Constitutional Court, says the public protector can't tell the president what to do. It was Japtamus ning here with the Constitutional Court saying to President, you must implement Commission of Inquiry on State Capture as recommended by the public protector. It was the same court. Today the same court says you can't tell the president what to do. But THULI told the president what to do. That's why we've got a Commission of Inquiry. THULI told the president to reprimand ministers, and ZUMA complied and said, I therefore reprimand you. Today we're told by the same court that you can't tell the president what to do. When the same court told the president, you cannot treat her remedial actions as mere remedial actions. We're waiting for their judgment. Let's see. Let's see if that court is also captured by Ramaphoria and the so-called New Dawn. The law is the law. There is no old dawn or a new dawn. There is no old Vaseline or the new Vaseline. The law is the law. Let them stick to the law. Otherwise, this country is gone. It's not true that this country is carried on its shoulders by XHOSA people. No, this country is carried on the shoulders by Chief Justice MOGOENG. It is only that guy who's carrying this country on his shoulders. And if that guy can falter with that constitutional court, we're finished. It's done. Now I'm going to Mozambique. I'm leaving. Because once the courts can take political sides, we're all gone. We're finished. The Chief Justice is the one who's carrying us here. Not Trevor Noah, not Miss Universe. We're carried by that constitutional court. Parliament is finished. The executive is finished. The only arm of the state that still enjoys some credibility is the judiciary. And that's what carries us. And if the judiciary is going to play into politics, forget. But thanks God, the only thing ZUMA left us with, which is positive, is Chief Justice. Don't pretend like Chief Justice was not appointed by Bisholos. This guy who's carrying us on his shoulders was appointed by Bisholos. So, and we're not going to be scared to criticize judgments that look suspicious.